Hello everyone, I'm Taryn from the Wellington County Museum and Archives. Welcome to this week's Museum on Your Doorstep. Today we'll be conducting a science experiment with baking soda and vinegar. So grab your museum bag and let's get started. Today in your museum bag you will find an empty disposable water bottle which has been sanitized, a Ziploc bag with baking soda in it, a small container of some kind with vinegar in it, a balloon, and a piece of paper. Today's activity is a little different. Instead of gluing together a craft, we're going to assemble a science experiment and watch as a chemical reaction occurs. Do you know what a chemical reaction is? A chemical reaction is what happens when two or more substances are combined to form a new substance. For example, fire is a chemical reaction. When striking a match, you mix the combustible material at the top of the matchstick with the oxygen in the air. In doing so, you are producing a new substance called carbon dioxide. Digestion is also a chemical reaction. When you eat a pizza or a milkshake, thousands of tiny chemical reactions are occurring in your body as you digest your food, turning that food into energy. Soaps and detergents clean by creating chemical reactions, and cooking uses heat to make chemical changes in food. Basically, chemical reactions are everywhere, and today we're going to witness one up close. The first step is to get our baking soda into our balloon. This is the tricky part. In your bag, you have a white piece of paper. So, you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to roll it into a cone shape. So I'm going to take the corner right here and I'm going to start rolling it in, and I'm going to tilt towards this side as I roll it, trying to make the shape of a megaphone, like this. See how I'm turning as I roll? Once that's done, I'm going to get some tape, and I'm going to tape the funnel closed. Just like that. There we go. So, I'm going to take the funnel that I've made, which is small enough to fit into the opening of my balloon, and I'm going to put it in just like that. You see? I'm going to make sure it's in there nice and snug too so it doesn't fall out while I'm trying to pour the baking soda into the balloon, which is what we're going to do now. So I'm going to take my baggie with the baking soda in it, and this part can be a little bit tricky as well. You might want a partner to help you with this, someone to hold the balloon while you pour the baking soda in, but I'm going to attempt this on my own. So I'll show you how I do it. Open the baggie. I have the balloon and the funnel in one hand, the baggie in the other, and I'm going to tip it into the funnel like this. I'm going to be very careful so I don't lose any of the baking soda on the table. Like that. There we go. Set that aside. And now I have to very carefully shake my funnel so that all of the baking soda gets into the balloon. This might take a minute or two for you to get everything in. And it helps to kind of squeeze the funnel through the balloon to loosen up the powder inside. Oh, I can feel it going in there. Yep. So, once you have all of your baking soda into your balloon, you can take out your funnel, put it aside. So this part's ready to go. Next, we'll put that aside for now and be careful none of the baking soda comes out. So next, you're going to grab your water bottle and your cup of vinegar, and we're going to pour our vinegar into our water bottle. So we should do this very carefully and very slowly so we don't get any vinegar on the table. So I'm going to very gently pour vinegar into the water bottle like that. There we go. Put this to the side since it's empty. We now have our two chemicals ready to combine, our bottle full of vinegar and our balloon full of baking soda. Can anyone guess what will happen when we combine the two? Well, let's see. What we're going to do is create a contained space. We're going to attach the end of our balloon to the top of our water bottle, so it's very nice and snug and very little air can escape. Then we're going to slowly and carefully tip the balloon up so the baking soda falls into the vinegar below. Watch me do it, and then you can do it yourself. There we go. Make sure it's nice and snug on there, and don't let any of the baking soda fall into the vinegar yet. Just make sure it's on there nice and good, so it's not gonna pop off or anything. Like that, yes. Okay, ready to go. I'm going to slowly pour the baking soda into the vinegar below. Oh, there we go. The balloon is inflating, and there's a fizzy eruption that's happening inside the bottle. Ta-da! If your experiment went according to plan, your balloon should have inflated while your vinegar and baking soda combined in a fizzy eruption below. It may look like magic, but what really happened is the two substances combined to create a new substance, a gas called carbon dioxide. This gas, which we cannot see, filled the bottle, and then having nowhere else to go, filled the balloon too. The amount of carbon dioxide gas you produce, and therefore how big your balloon gets, depends upon how much vinegar and baking soda you use. For a bigger reaction, you could put in lots of each, so your balloon grows larger. But be careful. The more of each substance you use, the more room the reaction needs to occur. If there isn't enough room in your balloon and bottle combined, your experiment may explode and create a mess. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a good time with our science experiment. For more events and activities, check out the museum's website at www.wellington.ca/museum. Have a nice day.